Well, hello everybody. It's Dana from the Running Drink Podcast at runningdrink.net. It's 6 o'clock Eastern, and you know what time that, or you know what that means. It's time for week 3, day 1 of the Galloway Easy 5K. Today is going to be really simple. We're going to do a 3-minute warm-up walk. We're going to do a 20-minute interval run, and that is going to be run at a 5-second run and a 25-second walk interval. And then we are going to be doing a 3-minute cool down, and that's easy. Hey, Kristen, good afternoon. Yes, it is the Avengers shirt. This is one of my favorites. I held on to, I think, all of these. Amy's got another one of my favorite ones on here, but she's not in frame. She's got her Gasparilla swag on for the Gasparilla half. So, yeah, glad you could jump in. It is still, I think, in the high 80s.
It's a million
right now.
degrees.
Yeah,
it's a million degrees.
It's like running on the surface of the sun. And the dogs are very upset that we didn't bring them out for a run.
No, they're very upset here at the door.
I can hear them. So we should probably get running so that they don't come through that door.
Oh, God.
So
okay.
Time to hit the road, so to speak. So let's do this. I have my trusty squeeze bottle from Chef Art Smith's Homecoming. 59 degrees there, Kristen. Don't rub it in or anything.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, that sounds glorious.
Yes, it does.
It really does. So, like I said, if you guys are doing this race this run along with me, that's fantastic. But don't feel like you have to. The main goal is that I hope that this gets some people motivated just to get off the couch for a bit. So I've got the workout programmed into my Garmin, and let's do this. Oh, I hope to. It's only 20 minutes long, so I mean, start the timer to begin the workout. There we go. So now this beast right here had therapy today.
I'll be getting slower and slower and out of frame here shortly.
But nonetheless, you had therapy today.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're even out here at all is pretty amazing.
Isn't BOSU a 4-letter word?
It is a 4-letter word in more ways than one. So she was on the BOSU ball today. If you've never used one of those, I hope you never have to, but they are actually a really good training tool. But some might think that it's a medieval torture device if it had plastics back then. It is great for developing balance and doing that sort of stuff. But you're moving, Amy. That's badass.
What? Who said that?
Kristen.
Oh, she's a beast.
You are
Have
a beast.
Seen all her pictures from the gym in the morning?
Yes.
God, I hope it's powered by coffee.
Is it powered by coffee? Let us know. So yeah, I like this this approach, that baking in the warm up and the cool down, because
Baking in, really?
well, we are quite literally baking it in right now because of the temperature. But
It's too hot.
yeah, it's a little warm. Yeah. Whew. And on top of that, today was almost going to be the first day I was going to have to push the start time for this because of rain.
Cool. It's sitting over another part of our county, though.
Yes,
Right?
it is. All right, I'm turning around.
You're turning around?
I'm turning around here because I'm going to start from in front of the house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just doing the short loop, or a shorter loop today, I think.
Uh-huh.
So this should be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm getting slower. I really love you.
I love you.
Just have fun.
We will.
You and Kristen and whoever else.
And whoever else. And she said it's always powered by coffee.
Of course. Absolutely.
That is the way it should be. So. Oh, we got a ferocious attack dog here. Look. What a cutie.
Oh, I see you got all the money. Brand new Jeep sitting in the driveway there.
I've been looking at that for a couple of years. So, Yeah, it's one of our neighbors with his adorable dog. Although that little dog is very territorial and wants to pick fights with my two bigger dogs, much bigger dogs. All right, so we're about 5 seconds away from starting the first run segment. Here we go. 5 seconds running. There you go. Not bad at all. If you're jumping into the chat, say hi. Tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're running with, if you're just watching, hopefully you're getting motivated to just get out and get moving. That's the main goal of this. I am certainly no running coach. I am just showing people that even by doing something as simple as a 5-second run interval can make a huge difference in their overall time. And doing something like this, a short interval training program like this over 8 weeks, can make a huge difference in how you feel and help you achieve that goal maybe of doing your first 5K. And here we go. I've been talking about it for a while, that I wear 2 watches. I've got an Apple Watch there and this Monster Garmin here. It is 2 totally different worlds as far as what these tools do and what they give you. But the one thing I will say for the Garmin is battery life, but they could really give it a louder little speaker to increase your ability to hear the notifications. Small knock on it, nothing major. Hey, I see Robin there. You're just finishing up driving for the day. Good for you, my friend. Where are you at tonight? Where are you going to be resting your head? Your pictures this week have been nothing short of spectacular. It's amazing to me that you're just catching those with a cell phone camera. It really is. It's a warm one here. It's still in the 80s here in Florida. Super humid. We had some thunder showers in the area earlier. Fortunately, I didn't have to push this out. And it was funny, the weatherman, when I was looking at the broadcast, was even saying, uncharacteristically, the storms that were in the area today were on time, but lacking the thunder and lightning that you normally get. But like off in the distance, you can kind of see them. So that's all staying out that way. At least I hope. Oh, you're in Montana. All right. Well, I actually have a bit of a busy evening ahead. I've got to get my mop chopped, get all this cut. I have some special events starting tomorrow and really carrying through the rest of the week for Police Memorial Week. And I can't look like I'm disheveled. Here we go. Again, super short segments. And I know some people may not like super short segments like this. Typically, I don't do 5:25. I do, if I'm doing a 1-to-5 ratio, I'll do 10 seconds and 50 seconds. But whatever works for you. And don't feel like if you are doing this along with me, don't feel like you have to do the exact same interval. Pick the interval that's right for you. I just picked the shortest, easiest interval that I could think of in the app, the Lolo Fit app, because I just want everybody to be able to approach this, not be intimidated, and have fun. That's the main goal. Totally the main goal. Now, last night, I'm actually coming off of an extra day of running. After we recorded this week's episode, I went out and I got another hour-long run in last night. I had to do some, I call it running meditation. If you've ever had situations where you got to think about stuff and you just want to go for a run to clear your head, I had one of those nights. So after we got done recording, I went out for an hour last night, and I thought, oh, I'll take the dogs, I'll get them all tired out, it'll be great. Yeah, that was the night. Every single neighbor within, literally, my stretch of road is about 0.8 miles long from one stop sign to the other. And every single neighbor that had a dog decided last night was going to be the night to take their dogs out their front yard and have them off leash. So, well, my dogs are typically dog friendly. They are dogs. So they'll want to pull. My girl wants to bark. She's insane. My boy will do whatever she does because that's what boys do. And one of my neighbors has this monster, big baby of a Great Dane. But he has, on at least one occasion, bitten a cyclist here in the neighborhood. So I always get a little nervous going past that house. Oh, excuse me. Whew. It's a warm one. And now my Apple Watch says, hey, I think you're outside walking. Why, yes, I am. At least 25 seconds at a time I am. So, tell me what you guys are doing tonight. What are your plans? Rob, are you going to go for a run again? Or are you settling in? What's it looking like for you up there? Everybody else, let me know what you're doing. Are you getting a run in? Are you getting dinner? Let me live vicariously through you. I have a haircut and a little bit of cooking to do. That's going to be my evening, I think. I'll take care of the cooking for Amy and me for the next couple of days. I'm going to do a little bit more of that. We had it on the show, the American peasant food, or the goulash. Well, you can normally do it with hamburger crumbles, macaroni, tomatoes, onions. I'm doing it with Gardein brand meatless crumbles and canned fire roasted tomatoes, kind of giving it a little extra oomph, a little something something in the flavor department. And again, not a sponsor of the show, but Gardein's meatless crumbles are actually very good. Okay, so we are almost halfway through the run. This is going to be broken down into 40 running segments to achieve the 20-minute run. And we just hit segment 17, about to go into segment 18. Whew, here we go. People kind of tease sometimes about hill work, or when we talk about hill work, you go run hills in your area. I can't flip the camera, but that's our neighborhood, and it is a straight shot. And I think the maximum elevation citywide is only about 13 feet. And I think in our neighborhood, it ends up being about a 9-foot difference in elevation from our house to the end of the street. And that's just over half a mile. So you're only gaining 9 feet over the course of traveling a half mile out. And hey, look who I have here. Hello, lady. Yeah, I was shocked when she started getting dressed. I said, "What are you doing?" "I'm getting dressed." And I'm like, "Well, where are you going?" And she, of course, answers in typical, mess with Dana fashion. "Outside." I said, "Well, I know that. For what?" "Going to get the run in." And I'm like, "You had therapy today. You should not be running." But she's about to transfer out of the regularly scheduled therapy sessions. She only has, I think, 2 left. And then she's on her own. So her therapist, or the hashtag therapies, was writing workouts for her and getting her ready to do it on her own in major strength building. And I think the next thing that she's going to have to start tackling is doing water running in the pool. And fortunately, our gym has like a Olympic length swimming pool, or Olympic size pool. So she'll get in the lap lanes and run, build up all those supporting muscles. Okay. Uh-oh. Wildlife alert. Here, hold on, let me get this. So, can you see it? This is what happens crossing the street here. You run into little guys like this. All right. This is a red-eared slider. These are native, I believe, to Florida. If they're not native, they are certainly well established. So I'm messing up my intervals here for a second, but that's okay. A lot of times these little guys end up getting caught by birds and dropped. The bird loses its grip. So I'm going to liberate him and put him in his habitat so he has a chance to live. Or it, he or she. Here we go. Canal. Swim. There we go. Now, all right. I'm gonna have to make up for it. I've missed out on a couple of intervals. That's okay. Good deed for the day. And I am that guy that if I'm driving down the road, we have so many turtles, snakes, gators. And I have a police car that I drive in my off time. I will rescue them, flip my lights on, and I'll put them in the car, or at least get them off the road. I can make up a little bit by just adding a few steps to each of the intervals that are remaining. I have 26 down, 14 more intervals to go. But again, good deed for the day. Rob, I apologize. I haven't responded directly. Give me a second. I got to get the glare off the screen. Hey, Susie. You just missed my good deed for the day where I rescued a red-eared slider turtle that was trying to cross the road. Let's see. Probably will still be light enough, and it will be a different place. Oh, okay. All right, Rob. Whew. All right, there's the glare. Oh, thank you for running with the replay, Susie. That's so sweet. Like I've told people, don't worry about doing the same intervals. Don't worry about doing, well, I don't even care if you do the same time or same distance. The fact that if you're getting off the couch, getting out and running, that's all that matters. Yeah, my rescue operation cost me a little bit of efficiency in terms of my intervals. So I'm just adding like 2 or 3 steps to each of the remaining running intervals, and that should pretty well catch me up. As I was explaining before you jumped in, we have those red-eared slider turtles all over Cape Coral. And a lot of times they're caught by birds. excuse me, woo, and held a bug. And the bird flies and they drop them by accident. And you find them every now and then away from the water instead of in the water. So do what I can to save them when I can. We're lucky we have a very friendly neighborhood. All the neighbors are out and about. We're starting to get out and about. Got one neighbor there who has a really killer workout setup in his garage. I mean, he spent some do-re-mi on weight racks and weights, and he's just, I think him and his wife or girlfriend were just killing it. You see them working out, doing like little CrossFit type routines. It's pretty amazing. Motivational. Something good to see when you're out on a run. Okay, so we got 8 more segments. A gnat has hitched a ride in my lung or trachea. That's awesome. I don't recommend that. Here we go. And Susie, you missed it too. Amy is actually out here. She's behind me. She went to therapy today and then decided, oh no, I'm going to get out there with you. I'm like, okay. So she's about to transition to doing her therapy herself at the gym, and her therapist wrote her workouts today. So that's coming very soon. All right, we are 6 more intervals of running, which means really and truly a total running time of only 30 seconds out of the next 3 minutes. I mean, come on. That's gotta feel like, for most people, you could go, I could run for 30 seconds out of 3 minutes, and you're not even having to do it all at the same time. All right. One thing you may notice as we're running are all the palm fronds. I talked about on the Saturday run how we don't really have a ton of oak trees here in this part of, or in Cape Coral. Most people go for the palm look, which is great. Pretty easy to take care of, no raking, all that good stuff. But they're not normally piled up and sitting out in the street like that, because we're currently having an issue with our trash provider here in the city, and they can't hire enough drivers to make the runs. So they've had to set up drop-off sites, and a lot of people are really, really ticked off. I'm like, we don't have a palm tree that's too bad, and our lawn service will actually take palm fronds with them and haul them to the dump for us. So we don't have that, but if you see that and you're wondering why that is, that's why. Oh, she really is, Susie. You have a great night too. Thank you for being so sweet and saying that. All right, we are 3 more running segments. All right. So let's see what other wildlife I can rescue on my run. Not every day I feel. I mean, it's kind of silly, but I like animals. I always have. And I like reptiles. Now, Amy's not scared of turtles, but if that had been a cute little snake, I could have chased her all the way home, and she could have run at a full sprint. She'd be the fastest thing out here from a snake. No snakes. No bueno. All right, we're in the last running interval. We're about to start it in 6 seconds. And then it's a 3-minute cool down. How can you beat that? Here we go. There we go. We are now in the 3-minute cool down. So I'm going to do a minute and a half out, minute and a half back, wrap it up at the truck, and we're done. I mean, how easy is that? Can't beat it. I really hope that you guys seeing what this looks like, if you're new to running, if you've never run before, if it's something you're just curious about and you wanted to try it out, I hope that this has made it a bit less intense, less intimidating, and something like you feel would be more approachable. That's the ultimate goal. It is certainly not to see my fat, sweaty butt running up and down the street for 30 minutes at a time, although I guess that's an added bonus. I don't know. You can take a screenshot, hang it up, use it to keep thieves away. I don't know. And I am rendezvousing with the talent, with
slow runner.
the woman who makes it all possible.
That is not true.
The yin to my yang.
No.
Yeah. We're in the cool down.
Yes.
We currently either have 6 viewers or 0 viewers. I think it's 0. It's gotten awfully quiet, but Susie jumped in, called you Wonder Woman, and then jumped out. So, oh, she stuck around. I rescued a turtle.
Is that what you were doing?
That's what I was doing.
It was when I saw you veer off the street.
Little baby slider. Yeah.
Oh. So
Probably
cute.
got dropped by a bird. So I put him in the canal. So there you have it. And if anyone's wondering, yes, over here on this side of the street, there's canals, or a canal. Cape Coral has 400 miles of navigable canals. So when this place was built back in the 50s and 60s, the whole sales pitch was come and own a piece of your own waterfront wonderland. And they heavily marketed this section of Florida back then. And we technically have more navigable waterways than Venice, Italy, if you can believe that. I mean, it's pretty neat piece of trivia. So anyway, that is the end of the run. All right, let me see here. What do we got? I'm stopping my Garmin as we speak. Let me save this. Because if you don't save it on Garmin, does it really count? I mean, did it happen? I don't think so. It says 1 new record, fastest mile time, and that's since doing this. So total distance covered is 1.6 miles today in 24 minutes, 58 seconds. And now that my screen is cycling, oh, that meant that we averaged in this training run, we averaged 15 minutes, 38 seconds a mile. Averaged that. You know what that means? That means that at week 3, day 1, we have already technically hit the goal of being able to be faster at or below 16 minutes a mile. Now, the goal is going to be over the next 5 weeks, of course, becoming stronger, a little bit faster, more endurance. That will allow us to maintain that level of pace for an entire 3.11, which our goal is to be able to do a Disney race without fear of the balloon ladies or getting swept from the course. So that's the reason for the 16-minute a mile floor that we've set. But anyway, I'm not going to keep you guys for very long. Amy just finished up her run. We've got cold water to drink. I have a haircut to get. And I really, really hope that you guys are enjoying the series. Please like, share, and drop a comment if you don't mind. I'd love to get a little bit of feedback. That would be super helpful. And thank you for coming along. So I will see you guys. Oh, tomorrow we are going to be celebrating American Craft Beer Week on our beer chat tomorrow evening. So I don't know exactly what we have in store for you. The talent hasn't told me that. And she's going to be pulling double duty tomorrow, is doing a little bit of craft services while I'm at work. So she'll be getting the stuff that we're going to be drinking for the beer chat. But I have no doubt it's going to be awesome. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this evening. I think that this is great progress. And if you're doing this along with me, drop in the comments below what your pace looked like, how you did. And you know, are you faster than that 16-minute a mile floor yet that we were talking about? Because I'd be curious. I was kind of curious myself and kind of surprised. So again, amazing. Good job. I'm really glad that you guys are getting out here, and whether it's live or on playback. But main thing is getting off your couch and doing something for yourself. And that's what we're going to do together. So until later, I'll talk to you guys soon.